Okay, so today's lesson was on probability. So this first whole thing is pretty much changing it from percentage into fractions, things like that. So cannot happen. What is 0% as a decimal? This one's pretty easy, so I'm not even going to help you with that one. How about 100%? So remember we start here, and we move it over twice, and move the decimal over twice. So it would be 1. Same thing here. 50%, looping it over twice, so the decimal point is right here. That would be the decimal. And what is 50% as a fraction? If I read this decimal, okay, if I read it, so for example, if my decimal was 0.1, I would read this as 1/10, and I know 1/10 as a fraction is 1 over 10. So put that, read it, and put the fraction here. Okay, same thing over here, okay, but now I've got the fraction. You need to take 3 divided by 4 in order to find the decimal. Once you find the decimal, you're going to loop it over twice in order to find the percent. Okay, 0.6 repeated is a special kind of fraction I need you to look up on the internet, okay, if you don't know it. This is something you have to know, okay? Then when you get it, this is really 0.66. You need to loop it over twice in order to get the percentage. Okay. Scrolling up. How can you determine which event is more likely? Event A with a probability of 11 over 16 or event B with a probability of 2/3. I would put it in percentage form or even decimal form. So I would take 11 divided by 16, okay? Here, I'll change these numbers and you can keep the same numbers, okay? I'm going to say 1/4 and 3/4. Which one has a better percentage? Okay, 1/4 is 0.25, which is 25%. And 3/4 is 0.75, which is 75%. I know that this has a better percentage, so I know that 3/4 has a better percentage because the percent is higher. Because it's 75% is greater than 25%. Okay, you need to do that with your numbers. You've got different numbers, so do it with yours. Okay. Oh, my fault. Oh, and that actually should have been down here. Okay. This one, you should have told me how you found it. You did it by dividing, right? You changed to a what? Did you change it to a percent? Did you change it to a decimal? What did you do? Okay, 7. A stack of index cards is numbered 1 through 50 and then shuffled and put into a box. What is the probability that 4 will be a factor of a card drawn from the box? Okay, I'm going to change it. I am going to say a stack of 75. Okay, and I am going to change it to 13. Okay, what will be a factor of a card drawn? All right, that 4 will be a factor of a card drawn. Oh. Actually, I'm going to say 2. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make it a little easier and leave it as 4. All right, so here we go. 1 to 75 cards. So I have 75 cards total, right? And I need to find the factors of 4. So I am going to go. I know that 4 is a factor of 4, so I got 4. 8's going to be in there. Okay, 12, 16, and I would keep going, listing them all, right? All the way up to 75. In your case, it would be 50, right? So what you are going to do is you have 50 possibilities overall. right? Then you're listing all these ones and you're going to count them. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, keep counting, 5, 6. So if I came up with 17 of these numbers, I would have 17 over 50. You will have a different number because I didn't actually do it. So keep listing the factors. Describe in your own words the differences between the probability of an event and the relative frequency of the event. So relative frequency you need to look up in your book, and probability you need to look up in your book. There'll be two definitions, and I bet you can describe the difference.